Cara, cheira suco. Pronto. Ó, eu tava jogando antes. Eu parei porque minha amiga me chamou pra jogar, Dona Tayla. Foi um bom jogo. Mais ou menos, que eu não tava muito disposto também. Tava querendo ir no banheiro também. E... Oxi! Olha aí, cara! Eu tô meio assim... Caraca. Não esperava. Eu parei ele pra eu dar a introdução dessa parte. A minha introdução. Caraca, maluco. Esse jogo é diferente, cara. Esse jogo é bem diferente. Puta merda, cara. Enfim. Eu vinha voltar pra Magellan pra falar com o figurão que tá bancando essa operação aqui. Bom, agora eu acho que vai ser diálogo até umas horas. Vamos ver.
Thank you, Sam. I'd like you to meet someone.
Who? Tá, isso aí é bizarro.
My name is Charlie.
Cara, que porra é essa?
Charlie's Drawbridge's patron.
Charlie.
Hear me out, Sam. I want you to help us bring Australia into the network. Drawbridge has been selected to oversee this critical operation. People saw what you did in Mexico and wanted more of the same.
What are you trying to pull?
There are reasons why I can't tell you who I am, Sam. But to be clear, I'm not APAS, nor am I your enemy.
What, you think I'm just gonna trust the words of some faceless mannequin?
I need you to trust me. I'm the one paying for the shit, and this whole operation, at considerable personal risk.
Nah, I want to see a face, or no deal.
A face? Very well. Since you won't take it from me, maybe it should come from someone you know. How's this? Pick one of your old comrades, and I'll speak to you with their voice. Who would you like? Who would you trust?
Que porra é essa? Caralho, Hartman. Cara do...
Sam, it's Hartman.
Deadman que foi pra praia.
Call me Dead Man. I'm well acquainted with the dead.
Die Hard.
Sam, this is Die Hardman.
Caralho, cara, que coisa bizarra, velho. Caramba. Lockney.
It's been a while, but not really. Mulligan, Locke, no. We're the same.
Agora que ela concorreu ao Oscar, a mulher tá gigantesca, tá? É muito foda até essa mulher aí no game. A gigantesca Margaret Qualley. Gigantesca. Deadman. Vamos de Deadman porque a historinha dele no primeiro episódio me pegou.
Last I heard, he took a one-way trip to the beach. Seems a little soon, don't you think?
Hartman. Hartman é um cara esquisito.
Sam, it's
Porque eu falei pouco com ele, eu não lembro dele muito. Mas vamos ele.
No point. The man himself will be joining you on site in Australia.
Ah! A Lockney, então... Vamos de Lockney, agora eu quero ver.
It's been a while, but not really. Mulligan, Locke, no. We're the same.
As I'm sure you are well aware, Mama's car now resides within Lochna. Adding my persona to the two sounds confusing. No, let's avoid that.
Só o Die Hardman, foda. Que é um esquisito que sumiu. Ninguém sabe porra nenhuma dele. O cara foi presidente da UCA e sumiu, mas beleza.
All right. Pulling up his profile from the database.
Tomar banho, velho.
How about now, Sam? Feeling more at ease already, I'm sure.
Aham.
You tell me, old buddy, if this is a UCA sanctioned op, who knows about it?
You misunderstand. Then again, there's a lot I still haven't explained to you, isn't there? I think it's time a certain someone made an appearance.
Lá vem.
I'd like you to meet the president.
The new president? The guy who took over after Die Hardman?
Not precisely. The UCA doesn't have a presidential system anymore. Die Hardman was the first and only president, making it one of the shortest-lived single executive administrations in history. One can only guess what he felt about it. Previously, the president was subject to the will of the people via popular vote every 4 years.
Correto.
APAS, however, is far more efficient.
Ah.
It can ascertain public opinion in real time and thereby determine the appropriate course of action. This led to the adoption of a new model.
Qual modelo?
President guy? You just told me he isn't really the president.
He is not the president of the UCA.
Ele é o
Rather, he
CEO.
serves as the president of APAC. APAC is a privately owned corporation responsible for the operation and oversight of APAS, a service provider to which we may delegate day-to-day governance.
Eu queria ler o que estava escrito na cara dele. Gostei do gatinho. Da onde esse cara surgiu também?
Your performance in Mexico was exemplary. We cannot thank you enough. Well done. Truly. I firmly believe that the only ones capable of expanding the network into Australia are those who helped establish it here at home. That means you, Sam. And you too, Fragile. APAS has determined that you have the highest probability of success in this endeavor.
APAS and the chiral network are all built on UCA tech.
Perfeito.
If you expand their reach beyond our borders, then you're expanding their influence as well, aren't you?
A valid concern. But it wasn't the UCA that made the final decision. It was APAC, a private corporation. The UCA has no involvement whatsoever in this matter.
Aí me lembra do
Sam, may
Metal Gear
interest
4.
you to know that linking up Australia will also serve a greater goal. You see, the plate gate that connects North America and Australia only matured after you united America with the chiral network. On that basis, we believe that a new gate will manifest somewhere within Australia once full chiral connectivity is achieved. At that time, APAS should have sufficient data to calculate the location of other points of connection between continents. With this information, APAS can then proceed to extrapolate the positions of these landmasses. In other words, this mission is not just about linking up a single continent. By connecting Australia, we will be one step closer to reclaiming a pre-Death Stranding world where everyone is part of a greater whole. I hope my answer alleviates your concern.
Caralho.
somewhat.
Guess so. Tell me, though, who's Charlie to you?
He may speak for me as necessary to ensure the operation proceeds according to plan. Our corporation, however, will calculate what factors are essential for your success and will provide you with direct support.
Ele tem a vibe de corporate guy mesmo.
Welcome aboard, Sam. Charlie, we'll take it from here.
Caralho, de onde esse cara
It will
veio?
be your job to travel the continent and connect the people, Sam. But know that everyone on this ship is ready and eager to back you up. You won't be on your own this time.
So, you're gonna do it?
Did it before. Seems like the only thing I'm good at.
Interessante. Eu vou ficar escondido enquanto esse cara estiver aí. Não vou ficar acendendo essa luz na minha cara o tempo todo, não. E vem sonho. Cara, que alarme bizarro, cara.
Did you manage to get some sleep, Sam? I'd like to take a moment to go over the details of the request that Drawbridge has agreed to handle.
Ah.
Access the DHV Magellan's delivery terminal when you're ready to proceed.
Looks like you've been supplied with a Drawbridge crew head. Try it on for size. I have a feeling it'll suit your style.
Deixa eu fazer uma mudança rápida aqui na transmissão. 2 palitos. Só uma leve alteração aqui. Ok. Voltando. Estamos de volta. Aí, eu fico aparecendo escondido ali. Tem a minha cara. Personalizar visual. Traje do Dolman. Para, velho. Eu vou meter estilo Kabukicho nele. Pera aí. Calma aí. Vermelhão. E branco. Vou meter o... Deixa eu ver o Kiryu-chan. Kiryu-chan das ideias aí, ó. Ah, mas esse branco neve tá mais pra... Acho que é melhor o estilo... Kasuga. Aí, ó. Pronto. Esse vai ficar assim. Boné da KJMP. Aí eu vou querer usar. Um boné com logotipo do Ludens, fornecido pela Drawbridge. Ah, bala. Cinzão. Drawbridge. Onde Drawbridge? E preto mesmo, virado pra trás. Toma. Personalizar a mochila. Ah. Cores novas? Não, então é patch novo. Ai, eu gostei. Só porque é da... Boa. Tô ganhando em estilo, né? Não tô ganhando em muito mais outras coisas, não. Tá. Gostei. Vamos ver o Lu.
It's okay. It's alright.
E aí, mano? E aí, baixinho? Ué. Porra, cara. Joia, nenê. Fica aí. Fica aí que é nós que vai. Eu não tô entendendo, cara. Eu tô simpático com o nenê. Foda-se. Ah. Um criptobionte amarelinho. Esse é de caramelo. Muito bom. Saudável. Beber. Só pra dar um gás. Cara, é bom beber tudo. Vai que eu encaro com um chefe de cara. Tem mais um. Chefe. EP. Enfim, todas essas paradas. Cadê o bonequinho? Falar com Dolma, esse é novo.
We can discuss anything you like here, Sam. It's a private room, after all. So if you ever want to sit down and talk, I'd be happy to share my thoughts on a variety of topics, along with any discoveries I happen to make. And who knows, some of it may even be of use to you as you work to connect all of Australia to the chiral network.
Por favor, por favor.
You know, it looks as though you've been issued a few different hats, Sam. Why not experiment and switch up your headgear to suit your mood? You can also change the outfit I'm wearing if you like.
Eu já fiz isso.
I shall put my faith in your impeccable sense of fashion.
Tá, continua.
Out of curiosity, Sam, did you notice that the mirror above your sink displays images of the outside world? These images change as we travel and actually show what's waiting for us outside the DHV Magellan when we disembark. Prolonged living inside an enclosed space can be bad for one's mental health due to the unchanging environment. That's why I asked Tarman to implement this particular feature. A digital photo frame, so to speak. An easy-to-understand name, don't you think? Though I'm the only one who calls it that. Anyway, it'll give you a preview of our surroundings. That's sure to have some practical benefits.
Ok.
Showers these days are truly impressive, Sam. They really are. They're able to collect all the minute chiral crystals from your wastewater and repurpose them for later use. The ones on board the DHV Magellan are the latest model. You would do well to use them regularly.
Tá.
It's important to remember that defeating BTs isn't the same as eliminating a threat once and for all. These entities are simply being driven back to the world of the dead for the time being.
Tá.
Oh boy. I really miss the taste of food.
Mais um?
Why don't you try freshening up with a shower?
Tá. Já que ele tá falando, eu vou fazer isso. Vamos seguir a recomendação do game.
Hi, Sam.
Miau! Do nada, miau! Porra, esse jogo é legal, cara. Ah, se eu pudesse, eu passaria 6 horas do meu dia tomando banho. 45 cristais. Alright. Falar com Doma. Usar pia. Vamos ver se tem alguma novidade. E é isso. To the surface. Não sei o que esperar. Provavelmente eu vou me dar... vamos lá. Ah, here we go.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Another curious vision.
Alright. Aceite um pedido prioritário.
Alright, Sam. Let me give you a rundown of your new job. The big one. It's the same deal as America. The people here are isolated. The cities are cut off from one another. And so, to bring all of Australia into the chiral network, we want you to cross the continent and link up key locations using your Cupid. To begin with, you'll connect several facilities in sequence on your way to the closest city to here, West Fort Knott. Charlie will brief you on the order that will take you to the first facility.
Your first destination is home to what they're calling the government. They seek to establish a new administration to fill the void left by Australia's collapse. As the
Interessante.
concept of formal governance is a distant memory to most, they opted for a simple name. These people are currently suffering from the effects of severe chiral contamination. But with UCA technology, they should be able to make a full recovery. The cargo you'll be entrusted with contains everything they need for their treatment. If we can deliver it and earn their trust, they should be amenable to joining the chiral network. Needless to say, it's their business to know the current lay of the land. And we would benefit from their support. We're already seeing anomalous chiralium readings throughout Australia. There's even a BT area not far from where we are now. A BB pod should allow you to use your Ultra deck to ascertain the location of BTs, but it's unclear if that pod will function correctly at this time. Proceed with the utmost caution.
Convenientemente, né?
Charlie may be our patron, but he likes to get his hands dirty whenever he can. He's been an excellent advisor to us as well. I say this to assure you that any instructions Charlie gives have been discussed with and approved by me. Alright, let's get to it. Review the details of the main order on the delivery terminal.
Você vai ajudar os caras que estão fodidos, que são os caras que mandam na área. Quem vai mandar na área? Adivinha, né?
Updating with new data supplied by drawbridge from outside chiral network coverage.
Descontaminante chiral.
Sam, this is Charlie. APAS has been analyzing your actions so far, and it seems it's added some new upgrades tailored to your preferred way of working. It's my understanding that additional servers are currently being installed on several beaches, which should result in a marked increase in APAS's processing power. Due to the timeless nature of the beach, the potential to boost APAS's capabilities is infinite. Its analysis will therefore grow more comprehensive as you complete more orders, meaning you can expect additional enhancements to become available soon. Experiment with them and see what you like.
Tá. Tá. Conexão contínua com ela. Aumenta a precisão e potência das balas M1. Já gostei, já vai tudo de uma vez, foda-se. Tá bom. Já tem umas melhorias do caralho, vambora. Meu tricruzador favorito. Eu gostaria de personalizar o carro. Deixei. É isso aí. Tem uma baita depressão, subida. Uma subida final. Nossa, mas já? Ah, porra. Quase fui de arrasta. Ah, meu Deus. Alrighty then.
Somewhere nearby. Keep an eye on your other deck's movements as you proceed.
Nível de água subindo. Metais. Não tem como eu guardar coisa aqui? Desmontar, reparar. Pô, o cara fez a porra da estrutura e não terminou. Caralho, eu tô em choque, não tá aparecendo nada. Ah, merda. Péssimo, péssimo. Sai fora. Sai fora, caralho. Ah, bicho maldito. Sai fora. Sai fora. Não sei porque que eu...
Come on.
Tem como eu pedir coisa daqui? Caralho, cara. Cara, não tenho nada que eu possa usar. Porra. Nossa, pelo amor de Deus. Foda-se. Foi metade do caminho. Cara, o bicho vai pegar nessa porra. Mó campo aberto do caralho. Caralho, cuzão. Aí, caralho, inteligência. E a Austrália porque é Mad Max, né, cara? Sete habitantes.
Good day, Sam. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the validity terminal to process your orders and requests.
Foi menos tenso do que eu esperava.
You're that bloke with drawbridge, aren't you? So
Caraca.
you really came, eh? Cut straight through BT territory just to bring us our cargo.
Cargo.
Been waiting a long time for someone like you to show up.
Let's see how well you were able to handle our delivery.
Caraca, vai ser o velho da van, mano. Puta que pariu. Olha o naipe do maluco. Ah, cara.
Acceptable condition, I'd say. We appreciate you coming out. We'd given up all hope of ever seeing this. I'm so glad he managed to bring it in. Like everyone says, you're a man people can count on. Already put that decontamination unit to good use. The chiralium levels had really gotten out of hand, so you couldn't have come at a better time. Thanks. Anyway, go ahead and connect us with that Cupid or whatever it is.
Velho osso. Boleadeira, boa. Scanner de movimento.
Now displaying your current order grade.
A chiral communications transmission. With this network at our disposal, we might be able to make our dream a reality. We want to build a world where even the weakest among us have a chance. A world where people come together to stand against those who embrace violence. Ever since the death stranding, this continent has been afflicted by terrible environmental changes. It was bad enough, but out of nowhere, the anomalies became a hell of a lot more dramatic. Skyrocketing levels of chiral contamination. Those bloody watcher things coming out of the woodwork. Didn't realise it at the time, but the escalation of all this insanity coincided with the UCA's connection to the network and the appearance of the plate gate. The chiral network is causing instability beyond the reach of its coverage, which means the only way to fix it is to link up all of Australia. At least, that's what we here believe. To support your efforts, we've shared the data we have about the continent with your people. Information about the brigands and so on. Use it to the best of your ability. Due to our proximity to a BT area, this shelter was subject to significant chiral contamination. Said area has also been the source of a new type of BT. Unlike the usual sort, these ones are able to see us. Clear as day. As such, we've taken to calling the buggers Watchers. And they're every bit as dangerous as any other BT. You're going to want to steer clear at all costs.
Tá.
We're not doing any better than the UCA or Mexico, I'm afraid. Only difference is the presence of armed belligerents we call brigands, as well as a new type of BT we've been seeing all over lately. The brigands have been trying to bring us to heel and are a right pain in the ass. They've got an irrational enmity for new tech like the chiral network, you see. They've also been seeing major earthquakes all over the continent, as well as devastating floods due to heavy timefall. You can have your work cut out for you while you're down under, that's for sure.
Eu tô fudido.
Take the bowler gun, for example. With our data, we were able to improve and refine the design of the APAC standard issue model. You can charge it now to fire projectiles with a narrower spread. Perfect for taking down hard-to-reach targets with precision. And then, there's backpack customization. We've developed a number of unique attachments that can be equipped to the pack you're currently carrying. Stuff I guarantee will give you an edge in a fight. You might consider bringing this gear with you when you're prepping for your next run. Oh, and last but not least, we've patched through an Odradec update that allows its sensor to pick up living beings and other entities. It's an improvement that builds on the sensor's existing functionality. Anything it detects will be visible to you as a silhouette for a brief time. I'm sure it'll come in handy down the road.
Tá.
Before I forget, there's a request I wanted to send your way. I know you're eager to hit the road and make progress, but I promise you, this is more than worth the trouble. It's a delivery for the lone commander, who lives not too far from here. He's an old ally who provided us with support for all matters military. He's also a crack shot with a sniper rifle. But after this and that, we went our separate ways. And he retired to a shelter off to the east. Can be a hard man to please, but if we could enlist his help again, I'm sure he'd provide us with all kinds of useful information. Data and schematics that might prove invaluable for your work. Especially if you're the type who likes to fight first and ask questions later. Should help us all combat the brigands a damn sight more effectively in any case. I filed this request as a sub-order, so check the terminal if you're interested in taking on extra work.
Okay.
That was excellent work, Sam. With the government now part of the Cairo network, we've successfully completed the first step in our journey to connect all of Australia. I want to thank you for making this possible. Well done. To extend network coverage as far as West Fort Knott, our next order of business will be to link up the Western Environmental Observatory. The associated order is ready for you. This one may well place you in considerable danger, so be sure to take extra care when selecting your equipment. Access the delivery terminal here to pick up this main order and get underway.
A new sub-order is now available for you.
Hello, Sam. This is Charlie. To aid you in your future orders, we prepared porter suits with camel patterns tailor-made for the Australian environment. We've also provided you with a new basic porter suit with customizable colors. Moving forward, I imagine you'll want to adjust your appearance based on the terrain and your personal preferences at the time. Try experimenting with your options.
Em 1000 deve ser balas multiuso.
Inclined to take stock of your armaments?
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam. Very impressive work, Sam.
Designated breakable.
Vambora.
Order accepted. Thank you.
O cara falou que eu vou passar por um perigo considerável. Ai, ai, ai. Ah, depois eu neutralizo esses filhos da puta. Ai, ai.
Sam, I can perform reconnaissance for you if you like. After all, there's no telling what might be waiting for us ahead.
Segure pra direita.
How you doing, Sam?
Oh boy. Okay, Sam, heads up. All men reporting in.
Ah!
I can sense them, Sam. Be on your guard for BTs.
Não sei se eu espero a porra da chuva passar. Caralho, que lugar lazarento, cara. Vamos lá, mais uma missão cumprida. Foda-se.
Wasn't expecting a porter of all people to drop by. Most folks would have had Buckley's chance of making it out this far. Betting it was the government that sent you my way. They've got an eye for talent. There's one. I don't know where you find the energy to do all this work. And I'm glad you do.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I appreciate what you've done for me, really. But I'm afraid I can't agree to becoming a part of this chiral network of yours. To be frank, I don't trust you drawbridge people yet. There's also no end to the dangers in these parts. And if you haven't got what it takes to face them, you'll die like all the rest. Complete my latest order, though, and I might be persuaded to reconsider. If it strikes you as an unreasonable request, you may as well go home now. There's no shame in recognizing when you're out of your depth. You gotta know what you can and can't handle if you want to survive out here. All of which is to say you shouldn't go off half-cocked and throw your life away. Are we clear?
Chatão, mano. Recupere as recordações na área de EPs.
Looks like you have what was requested. All that remains now is to drop it off.
Caraca, maluco.
Have a go at that. You actually managed to bring it back, did you? I'm genuinely surprised. Let me get a closer look at it. That's a bang-up job you did. Well done, mate. Where on earth did you find this? I was sure it was gone for good. Thanks, mate. You are no average porter, mate. That much is crystal clear. I suppose I ought to hold up my end of the bargain. Get out your Cupid and finish the job.
New link.
Now displaying your current order grade.
So this is what it's like being all hooked up and wired in. At any rate, looks like the schematics for my trusty shooter and darling little smoke grenades are in your hands now. The former's a custom design of mine. Uses tranquilizer darts. Makes a hell of a bang when fired though. So keep that in mind. Just a shame our bards couldn't have crossed sooner.
maybe this world of ours wouldn't have been so divided, and maybe my mates wouldn't have had to die. It may sound like a bit of a yarn, but my friends and I supported the government's plans to rebuild Australia. To defend ourselves against those who had other ideas, we had no choice but to take up arms. It ended up costing most of us our lives. All because of me. The commander. You've seen what became of them. My mates are the Watchers scattered all over this hill. Mixed in with all the enemies we slaughtered. And for what? Deep down, we were all the same. Blokes who called this land our home. Was it worth all the struggle? All the bloodshed? For the world we shared to be reduced to this? So, I left the military behind. Decided I had to go it alone. I had to figure things out. Were we all just doomed to die and become Watchers? Was that the only way for us to come together? And fuck that. There was another way. Before it all went to hell, we should have tried to find common ground. And now, with your chiral network, that might finally be feasible. Working with the government too, maybe. For all that and more, I hope you don't let me down. Hey now, don't knock them till you've tried them, alright? Granted, you can't neutralize an enemy with one. But they are effective at blinding them and giving you cover. Far more than you probably realize. And even if they do open fire, you'll find that their chances of actually hitting you are slim to none. Which means that even if you've alerted them with one of your own shots, you'll have no trouble disengaging and repositioning. Properly utilized, they're a great tool for disrupting enemy attacks and buying you room to regroup. Furthermore, if you happen to have a sensor or something similar on hand, you can use it to track enemies through the smoke, making things pretty one-sided. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. Or, if you're the kind of bloke who'd rather get up close and personal, you can chuck one at their feet, waltz right up to them unseen, turn a firefight into a fist fight. I assure you, once you've learned how to use these little beauties to their full potential, you'll have a heap of new tactics at your disposal. Experiment, see for yourself.
And your trusty weapon?
My sniper rifle. It's configured to fire tranquilizing rounds. An ideal choice for those who prefer to get the job done without undue bloodshed. Bit of advice though, make sure you engage your enemies at a healthy distance. It's not a silenced weapon, so fire too close and they'll be all over you before you have time to react. And don't think about taking a shot until you've planned your next move. Any sniper worth their salt stays mobile, constantly securing new vantage points to evade detection. Ah, and always remember to account for bullet drop when shooting at extreme ranges. In a nutshell, you might need to aim at a point a notch or two above your target, depending on the distance. And finally, you want to hold your breath to steady your aim before gently pulling the trigger. Having left that life behind, I've no need for guns any longer, but that doesn't mean they can't be of use to you.
See you.
Righto, Sam. I know you got places to be, but an order just came in that caught my eye. Seems our friends over at the government shelter might be in a bit of strife. If you're willing to look into it, you can review the details by checking the sub-orders on the delivery terminal here. Might be a good occasion to fabricate a sniper rifle with the data I just shared, if you take my meaning. Anyway, think it over, would you?
Tá.
Don't be a stranger, Sam. Please give it your all. Appreciate you coming, Sam. Out burning them, but of all the things I never expected to receive, you bloke like you should be able to make good use of this data. Take a look. How are you doing for materials? Because I'm upping the amount.
Now displaying your current Porter grade.
I've shared a schematic for a new weapon with you. A silenced handgun. It's chambered for tranquilizer rounds. Pop someone in the noggin and they'll drop like a rock. Effect's the same if you hit him anywhere else, actually. Just takes longer to kick in. This little fella can be very useful for when you want to remain unnoticed while sneaking through enemy territory. Matter of fact, I once secured an entire enemy outpost with one of these. So bear in mind it's got that kind of potential. Hope it serves you well in the field.
Perfeito.
Bring him back.
for your cooperation. All contributions are welcome.
Thanks for coming all this way. Where on earth did you find this?
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Alright,
Thanks for stopping by. Let me just take a look at our active orders. I wasn't expecting you to make this delivery as well. Thanks, mate. I want you to have this data. It'll help you in your work. We've designated more materials for your use. Don't hold back on our account.
Now display your current porter grade.
This is a chiral anti-gravity device that can be attached to your backpack. Slap it on and your cargo will feel significantly lighter. And the more of them you use, the more noticeable the effect becomes. Any porter ought to appreciate a piece of kit like this. I'm sure you'll be a big fan.
Order completed. Well done.
Thanks for looking out for us.
Only gonna get harder. Time to shine, Sam.
Right.
That's the way.
Uh-huh.
Sam! No way, stay here! Hey!
Hey, you.
This one's for you.
They're very close now. I will always support you.
This must be their territory.
Cara, o cara fez um gerador e o nome dele é Lemon Electricity.
Thanks for the help. Came in handy.
See, we meet again. We appreciate your service.
Hmm.
Time after time you've been there for us. You're a saint.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
As always, hope we... I appreciate the hard yakka.
Bora descansar um pouco, né? Já volto. Ai, bebidas. Bebidas deliciosas. É um copinho da Kojima Productions.
That's right, to sleep.
Cara, mas é engraçado. Eu tô de novo cuidando do Lu. E, tipo... é um processo de luto. Como que isso ajuda? Não faz sentido, cara. Não faz sentido.
So in order to survey an area, I have to rely on a very special power. My strength of will, you might say. The requisite focus can be rather exhausting, but I'm happy to grin and bear it since it's for your sake. So, if you deem it necessary, feel free to send me airborne as many times as you like. It won't use up any battery or chiral crystals either. All it requires is that I place my absolute faith in you. Which I do, so don't hesitate to ask for help.
Esse cara é legal, cara, porra. Esse cara é muito firmeza.
That sure looked good, Sam. Ah, yes. Those wandering BTs we encountered, I believe people call them Watchers. A fitting name given their behavior. The way they seem to be eyeing us with such disconcerting intensity. Oof. They can't see everything, though. No, they've definitely got some blind spots. Meaning, you might be able to avoid combat by evading detection and sneaking past unnoticed.
Metal Gear 6 se
I
chama
hope it's not
Death
too much to
Stranding
ask
2.
that you continue to take me with you into the field. I know a thing or two about BTs and the dead, after all. Some of it might come in handy.
Nossa, é firmeza, parceiro. Isso é firmeza.
An advance expedition sent by APAC came to the Australian continent ahead of us. They constructed various facilities and laid the groundwork for chiral network expansion. Meaning that all you need to do is travel to these facilities and connect your Cupid to put them on the grid.
É o que eu ia falar, pô, tá tudo muito fácil, né? Alguém já veio. Ainda bem.
We aren't the only members of Drawbridge, so you know. We have associates who've already established themselves on the ground. I expect you'll run into them from time to time.
Bom saber. Que mais?
I don't really have anything else to say right now.
Ah, beleza, parceiro. Tá suave na nave. Tá de boa. Nós estamos de boa, Sr. Dolman. Toma pampa. If you catch my meaning. Já falei com você, parceiro. rosto, corpo, cintura. É isso. Não tem muito o que fazer. Lava o rosto. Lava o rostinho, rapaz.
No way. Hi.
Oxi. Porra, vacileira.
Hi, Sam.
Miau. Esse gato me quebra. Tomar no... Rockabye baby, ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Rockabye baby, ba 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 ba. Eu literalmente só cantando isso pro neném. Ba 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 ba. Tá. Tomar a última insulina e hit the road. Ai ai. Uma coisa eu acho engraçada, dentro da Magellan mostra 3 andares. Eu achei que eu poderia andar, né? Pelo menos ter uma transição intercompartimental, né? Poder visitar os outros andares, enfim. That's the game. Boing. Vamos enfiar a porrada em vagabundo. Dá uma descansada rapidinha, só enquanto eu guardo a insulina. Faltou. Wake up, young man. It's time to wake up.
Trouble nearby.
A Mimir? Caralho, a Mimir! Monstro da bala. Ai, que bala! Acho que eu vou enfiar porrada nisso. Caraca, isso foi animal. Desculpa, eu joguei muita bola agora.
Well done, Sam. That's the last of the cargo. Let's head to our destination and make the delivery.
Ah, calma aí, camarada. Dá pra... Camisa premium. Mano. Eu vou fazer a coleta. Eu quero que se foda. Tomar no cu mulas. Cara. Calma lá. Caralho, não dá pra levar essas porra. Eu volto aqui mais tarde. Ah, eu atirei à toa. Essa entrega vai ser do caralho.
Well. Retrieved that cargo from those troublemakers, did you? We're all very grateful. Now, let's review the order details. This cargo is in exceptional condition. You are the best.
I'm playing. So...
I wasn't expecting you to make this delivery as well. Thanks, mate. I'd say it's about time I gave you this. We've designated more materials for your use. Don't help.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Got our hands on those bastards' gear now, and it's all thanks to you. With this tech, we should have no trouble whatsoever monitoring and tracking their movements from here.
The movement.
Something tells me you've earned the Lone Commander's respect. Call it a hunch, given your more imposing aura. I reckon the Golden Fist and the Island Inventor will be keen to meet with you.
Golden Fist.
He's a combat specialist who used to be stationed at Cape Fort Knot, which was a settlement located to the north of West Fort Knot. Anyway, he was a champion boxer, so he excels at close-range engagements, as one would expect. One time, when he heard a group of trigger-happy arseholes were getting ready to attack Cape Fort Knot, he went out alone and took the lot of them down with his bare hands. I'm honestly not sure how he's getting on these days, but if you could bring him into the chiral network, you would gain the support of a powerful ally.
Inventor da ilha. Tá, cara de punhos cerrados. Eu imagino que ele seja o Grey Fox do rolê. O inventor da ilha é o Huey. Se ele falar com uma voz assim, é o Huey. Huey é o Otaku. Cara estranho.
So he could devote himself to his research. And if you head north from here, past West Fort Knot, you'll come across a lonely island just off the coast. As for this research, I've only met him once myself, and I couldn't make head nor tail of whatever the hell it was he was trying to build. But perhaps you'll have better luck than me if you decide to pay him a visit.
Parece que você gosta desse tal comandante.
You're damn right I do. His skills as a soldier and leader were second to none. A marksman like you wouldn't believe. And not just with a rifle either. He once captured an enemy outpost with nothing but his custom handgun for company. If you can find a way to gain his trust, I'm sure he'll have something of value to teach you. But the poor bloke still holds himself responsible for the death of his comrades. Wrongly, in my opinion. The way I see it, if he couldn't save them, then no one could. With your help, we were able to improve the design of the spare ammo container and create a version with a much bigger capacity. That's not an overstatement. It'll let you carry a lot more ammunition. That way, you don't have to bring so many weapons and can rely on just a few favorites. That sounds good to you? Give it a try.
Alright. Alright, mate.
Well done.
always support you.
Very impressive work, Sam.
Qual que é a próxima missão? Neutralize os bandidos que ocupam o observatório. Parará, parará. É aqui.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
600 metros. Eu acho que eu vou pegar uma moto emprestada.
Notice that sign, Sam? I think someone might need help. I don't know, perhaps we could lend them a hand if we have time. And when we in turn need assistance, we can always build a sign of our own.
Tá, vai ser um rolê de Metal Gear agora. Eu vou lá, elimino os caras, pego um pouco de coisa e já era.
This must be their territory.
Acho que eu podia jogar de noite. A puta tá me vendo. Deixa eu vir. Caraca, mas aí é foda.
Boy, that must hurt.
Ah. Toma. Ah, não.
You a Porter? And those brigands, are they all gone? Wow, this is a relief. I was beginning to think I was done for. Give me a moment to confirm the order details. Didn't think anyone could fight that hard. Hell, maybe no one else can. You seem like a Porter we can rely on. Go on, use your Cupid to get us online. Quickly now. I'll feel a lot safer once we're all hooked up.
Isso foi mais Metal Gear. Boa. Nossa, o mapa é gigante, cara. Peter Gates. Yes. Pistola de granada. Vai tomar no cu. Bom pra caralho. Granada de mão. Tá. Não sei pra que eu preciso de uma granada, mas...
Now displaying your current order grade.
Online at long last. This ought to do wonders for our ability to monitor chiralium levels by the plate gate, as well as keep an eye on the tar currents. More accurate data will definitely make travel safer for you and your friends aboard the DHV Magellan, too. Ever since the plate gate appeared, we've been seeing increasingly dramatic anomalies all throughout the Australian continent. Some theorise that the UCA's connection to the chiral network destabilised all areas with our coverage. But what's done is done, though. Our best bet is to follow suit and connect Australia too. It may also serve you to know that there are 4 environmental observatories, including this one. If you can bring them all onto the network, we're confident we'll be able to calculate where and when the next plate gate will appear. Anyway, you should already have access to the data we designated for you. Now, if we could only manage to get that old road patched up and usable. It once ran through this region. Saw quite a lot of traffic from what I hear. If you scrounged up enough materials to keep the autopaver fed, you could make it just like it was back in the old days. But it's not like we have everything you need just lying around. Restoring roads is a massive undertaking, to put it mildly. Having said all that, east of this facility, you'll find the Smoke Hill mine. Get them operational and processing ores again, and you should have no trouble securing the requisite materials. I've posted a sub-order for this task, so take it on if you're interested. Well, there's our schematic for an MP shell variant grenade. MP shells explode on impact, and are non-lethal munitions that can not only incapacitate humans, but also deal corrosive damage to mechs. And while they're not as effective as blood grenades, they can definitely hurt BTs too. In any case, you might want to keep a few stashed in your grenade pouch at all times. We've also shared data for a grenade pistol. While it's only good for a few shots, this gun lets you fire MP shell grenades as projectiles. Its small profile means it packs easily as cargo and won't get in the way. Naturally, it'll fit snugly into any handgun holster as well. Our last contribution is the Battle Skeleton. Like other skeletons you may have used, it increases your maximum carrying capacity and movement speed. This particular model also provides additional protection. However, when you boost it to move faster, or whenever you benefit from its damage reduction capabilities, it'll consume battery power, so make sure you have enough to spare. If you find yourself running low while on the road, you'll need to use a generator or borrow a private room somewhere to recharge. You ought to take one out for a spin. We can't thank you enough, Sam. Before you go, you've been getting a lot of praise for all your hard work. And in recognition of this, it seems you've been officially cleared to take on standard orders. Between the harsh conditions and the violent outlaws, there are fewer and fewer folks willing to serve as porters these days. But there's no shortage of people who need help. So I encourage you to take a look if you're interested. You can review the available requests by bringing up the list via your ring terminal. You'll find a new sub-order too. We need someone to restore the mine. Bet you could benefit from having it operational as well. Anyway, thanks again for going above and beyond. Best wishes and safe travels to you, my friend.
That's some good work, Sam. The DHV Magellan's parked not too far from your position. You'll be able to pick up your next order on the ship. But before that, you should head back to your room and rest up.
Aí vem coisa da história.
You're both pretty tired. You and Dolman.
Thank you. Kindly.
I can come back soon.
I don't know about you, but I'm exhausted. Perhaps we could take a break?
Pra terminar hoje, vamos lá. Porque com certeza vai ter alguma coisa da história. Quando pede pra ir pro quarto é porque vai ter um sonho, vai ter um blá blá blá. Here we go. A mimir. Praia. Eu queria lembrar o que aconteceu aí.
Are you all right? You were talking in your sleep. Kept repeating the name Amelie.
Sam, Tarman here. I'd like to brief you on this next order of yours. Once you're ready to head out, access the delivery terminal on the DHV Magellan to proceed.
So, the files say you worked with Amelie to connect everyone in the UCA to the chiral network. But that despite your best efforts, an extinction event known as the Last Stranding seemed destined to kill us all. Until Amelie found a way to put a stop to it. She single-handedly sealed off the extinction entity's beach, preventing countless BTs from invading our world, and in doing so, saved humanity. But why am I telling you this? You were there to witness it all with your own two eyes. And you, of all people, must know that humanity can never truly escape extinction. The ultimate goal of Drawbridge's mission is to overcome the Death Stranding. If we succeed, we will be fulfilling Amelie's dying wish. At least that's how I see it.
Interessante.
Sam, been a while since you had a proper shower, wouldn't you say?
Oh, papo.
The weapons they were wielding were impressive, and the brigands themselves were a tough, imposing bunch. You know, Sam, you can have me scout ahead if it would make your life easier. Just toss me into the middle of their camp, and I can give you a better picture of what to expect. It's not very sophisticated, but it works. Just promise you won't throw me anywhere weird.
Weird.
When the first APAC expedition came to Australia, the brigands saw them as invaders and rejected their overtures. They were unwilling to embrace the change that the chiral network could bring to their world. While their motives differ, I'm reminded of the Luddite movement and their violent opposition to new technologies. Brigands seem committed to not killing their enemies, at least. If only they had channeled their energies into a constructive dialogue with us.
Por que ele falou de ludismo? Eu preciso prestar atenção nessa fala de novo.
I don't really
Tá
have
bom,
anything.
tá bom, tá bom. Não tem nada pra falar, cala a boca. Que isso, Juan? Qual foi? O cara tá querendo muito que eu veja o bagulho. Vamos lá, vamos lá. Um recipiente para levar munições. Tá. Essa arma aqui é fantástica.
Hi, Sam.
Meow. Here we go. Caralho, cara. Nossa, violência.
Are you all right, Sam? What was that just now? Did something happen?
Essa foi brutal, cara. Porra.
Sam, about the next site we wanted you to bring online with the Cupid. It seems we have a little problem. The tar currents nearby have grown unstable. Under these conditions, it's unlikely we'll be able to establish a chiral network connection. Our scans have identified a potential cause. An unknown device located within a brigand outpost to the north of West Fort Knott.
Vamos enfiar
It's
porrada.
hardly an elegant solution, but we need you to destroy it. When you're ready, take on this main order to proceed. The client in this case is the musician.
The musician.
I can't wait to hear what he has to share with the network. Don't
Porra,
let us down, Sam.
é o... sei lá... guitarra do Dire Straits.
Hey Sam, this is Tarman. The disruptor device we need you to disable is located in this area. You should have no trouble whatsoever destroying it using MP bullets or MP shells. Alternatively, consider getting close enough to access the device directly. You can use your ring terminal to have APAS hack into it, allowing you to disable it without resorting to brute force. Be advised though, Sam, that some of the brigands you'll encounter on site will be wearing armor protecting both their heads and bodies, and that every one of these armored units will be wielding a rod. No doubt their aim is to fortify themselves against ranged attacks, allowing them to move in and engage you at close quarters. In light of this development, we've gone ahead and added armored enemies to our VR weapons and combat training programs. This way you can experiment with various methods and find a means of dealing with them that's suited to your personal strengths. That's all the information I have for now. Review your potential routes and finalize your equipment loadout before heading out. We're counting on you, Sam.
Vamos concluir as outras missões. Nossa! Entregar as paradas. Depois eu faço outro caminho.
Verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted.
like that, Sam.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Orders to get us our delivery, eh? Thank you, sir. I'm glad to see you handle our delivery with care. Now that's service. Time after time you've been there for us. You're a saint.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Always feel bad having people trudge through the rain. Here's hoping it clears up soon.
Order completed. Well done.
again. I'll get on with checking the orders then. Of all the things I never expected to receive.
Now displaying your current order grade.
You've been a big help as always. Take care.
I will always support you. Very impressive work, Sam.
Anybody out there?
There we go.
Wait, Sam, you've just dropped some of your cargo.